So I'm back. I got my spaghetti sauce all put together. I got my chicken and my garlic that I was roasting in the oven. So now it just needs to sit in the crock pot for several hours on low. So I was making my video earlier and so I posted that one and I said I would be back. So I'm back. What I was talking about in my original video, hello, was my hair. And how I went to see my hairdresser today. Even though I was so tired when I got off work, I have decided that I spend entirely too much time by myself. So I made myself get ready and go hang out with the hairdresser. And I'm glad I did because I always have fun with her. And we talked about like this blondish area, how as soon as my scalp heals, we're going to go in and redo this so that it'll be all silvery like it is on the sides in the back. But while I was there, I did pick up some lovely, so silver shampoo, and it is purple. I don't know if you've ever, yeah. I used to get that Shimmer Lights from the Sally Beauty, because I just like the way it smelled. But now she had this, and I was like, that's what I need. And she said, it's like a really crazy deep purple, and it's supposed to, lift and neutralize your hair if you have like a yellow tone, because some people have like the gray hair, but they have the yellow tone to it. So this is supposed to work. And then because you have the gray hair, you want it to be a little shiny about it. And you want it to be a little shiny about it. I thought this was a spray. Is this a spray? Or no? What is this? No, this is not spray. But anyway, so you kind of want it to be a little shiny about it. Oh, that bottle will last forever. I thought it was a spray. I was going to get some BioSilk, because quite frankly, I do enjoy the smell of that, but she didn't have any. But she did have this Biolage. And I don't know how you feel about the Biolage, but I love it because I love the smell of it. So this is the smoothing serum. Just puts a little shine to your hair. There's something about, doing your hair and fixing your makeup and doing your little nails and stuff. It makes me feel better. And I've needed that. So I'm very happy. I'll tell you what I'm not happy about. I'll tell you what makes me not happy, and that is rude people. Hey, there is that belt buckle. Hey, I have looked high and low for that belt buckle. Well, children. Anywho, I'll put it back. Anywho, right, so yesterday, was it yesterday? Well, yeah, yesterday I had people be rude to me, but Sunday night in particular. And here's the thing. I'm one of these people that there's very little that shocks me. Okay, there's very little that's going to cause me to bat or blink an eye. Because people just going to do what they're going to do, and that's about the end of it. But every once in a while, somebody will do something that just absolutely makes my jaw hit the floor. And so the other night, somebody, and I can't go into detail about it, but suffice it to say, somebody was incredibly rude to me. And I even said to him, hey, you ain't got to get nasty. Ain't no sense in getting nasty. Ain't no reason to get nasty. Well, honey, she got nasty. Honey, that is one of them times where you find yourself standing there saying, dear Jesus, don't let me catch a case. I'm about to stick my foot in this person's ass. You know that prayer that I say, dear Jesus, keep one hand on my shoulder and the other clamped over my mouth. I just don't understand what makes people want to be so rude. I mean, I understand that some people are kind of, curmudgeonly and, some people are a little bit gruff and whatever, but there ain't no sense in being downright rude to somebody. There's no sense in that. I have no use for it myself. I don't know. I don't know. And especially people that work in fields that, kind of call for you to be a little bit nice about it. I don't know. Maybe like a hooker being all rude and nasty. Honey, nobody tip her. She'd starve to death. Gotta be nice. Be nice to people, honey. But anyway, what does that look like? I think it's maybe just, it looks like there's a big gap. So I think it's the light. Anyway, and something, without going into a whole lot of detail, I've always been one of these kind of people. I've kind of always been a bleeding heart when it comes to a lot of stuff. My mother, God rest her soul, used to say, Kimberly Dawn, you wear your heart on your sleeve. And I always thought that was that just gave me the craziest visual as a kid. I was like, no, I don't. But obviously, as I grew older, I grew to understand what she meant by that. And that, yes, I do wear my heart on my sleeve. And I've always been one of these people that when it comes to a lot of different things, I'm sort of a bleeding heart, and I sort of find myself taking responsibility for things that I really have no business taking responsibility for. And when it comes to, caring for someone long after I should stop, because I guess I've always kind of believed that, the good Lord puts us all on this earth here together, and we should kind of look out for one another and, get through it the best way we can. Because let's face it, sometimes it's a little cold. The world can be a dark and not so lovely place. But I've always kind of taken on responsibility and feelings that really weren't mine to take on. And I don't know why I do it. I don't know. I guess I just feel if something's going to get done, I'm going to have to be the one to take care of it. And my Aunt Deb told me one time, she said, Kimberly Dawn, she said, I ain't going to tell you what she called me today in a video. It rhymes with cunt. But she told me that how was it she worded it? Basically, she had a really great way of saying it. Something about a giver sleeps better. A taker will always find a giver. And then she said there was another one she said, and I can't remember. Jesus. But anyway, I was doing a little Facebook stalking earlier. Oh yeah, I Facebook stalk. You do too, so don't judge. And so I rolled up or trolled up on a few things, and it really is true. Situations that I spent a lot of time worrying about, whether or not, is somebody going to be okay or what. No need to worry. So what my Aunt Deb says, completely true. Completely true. So I don't even know why I thought about that. I guess it's just one of those things that when you see a situation, no matter how far you remove yourself from it, you can sometimes gain so much perspective when you leave the past far behind. I think sometimes when you're in a situation, it's so hard to see, the forest for the trees, and it's so hard to see what everybody else clearly does, but you're kind of holding on to this mentality of trying to be this way or trying to be that way. And I think once you really, really stretch out and remove yourself from a situation, then you, too, can see things clearly. I can see clearly now. Lorraine has gone. It's a joke. There's a joke. Lorraine has gone. But anyway, yeah. So it's one of those things that I'm not sitting here getting all mired down in bajiggity. It's just kind of a funny little, just a funny little afterthought. But I don't know, because I still have people, and I don't know why people feel the need to do this. But I am nosy, so I mean, I always go look. Uh, People will email me and tell me stuff that I really, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, I don't care about. But because I'm nosy, I'll go look. So, um, and I have still yet to find out who it is that's sending me the random text messages, which, knock on wood, I have not received one in a while. But some folks has got entirely too much time on their hands. I mean, tending to my hair takes up a lot of my time, so it doesn't leave me with a whole lot to send texts to people from made up numbers. It really doesn't. Um, but yeah, people, I don't understand the whole idea of people who want to cause trouble for other people, and people who want to cause drama for other people, and they want to do it with some sort of anonymity attached to it. You know, my thing is this: if I got something to say to somebody, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna tell you who I is. I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm gonna tell you what I have to say. I'm gonna spit it out, and then that's gonna be the end of it. We're gonna squash it, bury it, do whatever, whatever. But folk who gonna come knocking at your door with a bag over their head and not tell you who they are, that absolutely irks the far out of me. It irks me to death. I can't help it. And I just don't understand how, I mean, to me, that's a very ugly heart. To me, a person who does that, and a person who tries to create strife and drama in another person's life, I think has a very dark little space where their heart and their soul should be. And I know that my mom would say, you know what, maybe you should pray for him. Well, you know what, maybe you should punch him in the cooter. Maybe somebody needs to punch him in their cooter. I don't know. But it goes back to what I've always said, and that is, you know, life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to it. And I don't always react. I don't always react the best. It depends on the day. Um, but it's something that I'm mindful of. And I guess sometimes we really, when things happen to us or when people try to start some bullshit and whatever, I think it's a test. I really do. I think that sometimes that the good Lord will test us just to see how they're going to react to that. You know, are they going to have some faith? Are they going to keep their cool? Are they going to spaz out? Are they going to get all bajiggity? What they going to do? Let's just see here about it. So sometimes I just want to say, God, I've had enough tests. I don't need no mirror. If you'd like to send down like a little coffee rain, a little something, something, something. I mean, I know you turned all the water to wine and all that, but you know, if you could turn the water to coffee, that'd be cool too. I'd be okay with that. So that tastes very toasty, like a toasted coconut, toasted marshmallow kind of deal. Quite lovely. Well, anyway, that's about all the rambling that I have for now. That's about it. So there you go. And I might just go lay in my bed. I think I've missed all the Law and Order. There might be one episode left. So let me go see if I can watch that. I need to straighten my house up. There's some kind of book this Chinese woman wrote about how to really, really organize your house. And quite frankly, her ideas sound like my Aunt Deb's. It's the whole only keep what you really, really love and get rid of everything else idea. I need to do that again. She needs to come help me. She's like a drill sergeant. She will stand over top of you. You will pare down your items because she will stand over top of you with the bag, holding the bag open like throw that shit away. It's very motivating. She scares me. She does, but not really. All right, there it is. I rambled long enough. Have a good night.